Hi, Theo here from ElectroFX.com. Welcome to this next video in my day trading series. On the board here we have the pound dollar for February 18th, and the first trade that I'm looking for this morning is the possibility of a sell. Now, I'm not married to the idea because I'm actually quite happy to go in either direction. If price sort of came on up and broke these highs here, then I'd be happy to continue on up with this wave. But I'm also looking to sort of follow through with all this selling that happened yesterday. So a little pullback and a sell, it's a great place for it, and we could definitely expect to come down here or even make a lower low. We'll have to assess that as the trade progresses. So for now, the first trade in sight is that sell. I'm just going to place a pending sell line right here, and then just in case we come up and break this high and we need to prepare to go long instead, I'm going to place an X sell line right there. The trade itself, if it enters, I'm going to need a stop loss, so I'm going to place that right here. And then of course we'll need to take profit, and this morning I'm just going to place a lock profit trigger. Now, lock profit trigger will give me an opportunity to come to my chart and take profit or let it run. And the reason I'm doing that with this trade is because it's a European Open trade, and they do sometimes have a lot of legs on them. So I'm going to come and see how we arrived at this potential take profit area, and then I can assess whether I want to take profit or shoot for the lower low. So I'll pause this video and we'll get back to it at the next juncture. Okay, this trade has entered, and there's not really much more for me to do right now other than be aware that I'm in the trade. The next point of interest for me is going to be either when we hit the stop loss or hit the lock profit trigger. Now, it's important to remember that if price did not hit this entry point and went the other way, then we would have been looking to go in the other direction. And this is just an example of why you should never be married to any one direction, and just be prepared to react whatever price does. So this morning price pulled back here and then set up a nice break of these lows, giving us a great place to enter and some momentum to go with. The trade itself is just following through from yesterday's big wave of selling, and we're looking for the pullback sell continuation of that momentum. So that's the trade. I'll pause the video and we'll get back to it at the next juncture. Okay, this trade has gone to the lock profit trigger. It's a good point here to take the 1-to-1 and be done with the trade, but I notice it's gone there in a straight line, and I do believe we can get a slightly lower low. So I'm just going to keep my eye on the really low time frames now, that's even faster than this, and see where it starts to react and try and assess the take profit. Okay, this trade, I really just monitored it on a much faster scale even than this, really an M5 sort of level. And I noticed that we had a reaction and a return and another small reaction, and it just looked like that move was slowing and it was the end of this particular wave. There's also pound dollar red news pending, and there's absolutely no need to be in a trade at that point in time. So this was a great trade, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Do stay tuned for more.